There we go. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you two?
Good.
Scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to put myself right around a 12, maybe a 13. I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
Your poor
That's
eye.
awesome.
How's your eye?
What's that?
How's your eye?
Oh, the eye is okay. I'm permanently nearsighted now, and I can't see anything when I close it. I mean, I can, but it's okay. It doesn't hurt. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky.
Yeah. Did you have to stay upside down?
Only for the first 4 days. I had to lay on my side. For the first 4 days, I had to lay on my left side, facing my feet for 55 minutes out of each hour, and then I could get up and do something for 5 minutes.
Only 55 minutes? Oh,
Oh
that's not bad
my
out of each hour.
goodness, that's terrible.
So you think it is until you realize how little you're doing, and then you're like, well, that's not bad. If
How
you're looking for a 2-week vacation, may I recommend getting your retina detached?
Okay,
Right?
did you eat everything out of a straw?
No, I didn't do anything. I just laid there with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I
If
watched a
people
lot of
wanted
TV.
to talk to you, they come underneath you and go, "Hi, Dad." Right?
That's really what it is. My youngest rather, looked at it and said, "Hey, would you mind keeping your eye closed like all the time?" No problem, buddy. Hey, tell us what's going on with you and the Stroptimus Community Christmas Tree, because I know that we didn't connect over these last couple of weeks. But we're coming down the wire. Where are we at? What's going on? What do we need?
We still need clothing, warm clothing, and there's a bin at the mall, at Vintage Fair Mall, where the kiosk usually is. There's a bin there. People could bring warm clothes, coats, and sweatshirts. That would be great. That would be awesome. And the sizes range, probably children's sizes. So from about 6 to 14. And then we will, organize that. We've been organizing everything that we've bought in our wrapping facility, and we're ready to start building gifts for the kids and all of that. So it's been crazy. And I would just a shout out to PetSmart and Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble donated about, I think we got 7 or 8 boxes of books from them. So we're going to add books for the kids, which is awesome. We'll be getting some more soon. And PetSmart,
we need sizes between 6 and
14.
Between 6 and 14, Sylvia.
Yes, and that's going to be great. But most of it, warm clothing. We'll take underwear, coats. If you want to buy something other than clothing, we just say like an educational toy or something like that, a board game, something that the family can use, the kids can sit down, and it'll be, really good for them, something like that. PetSmart donated for us. They donated bags and bags full of stuffed animals.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was awesome. So I sent my husband down there with his pickup truck, and he went tootling back, and it was loaded. The front seat was loaded. He said, "It's good you didn't come with me. There wasn't room for you." Okay. Fine.
Good problem to have.
Anyway, but we're getting down to the point where we're starting to really get these things going and get them out to the agencies and the schools. So now it's a little bit of a crunch time, but it's exciting. It's exciting, and we're helping 1,500 kids. So we feel really good about that, considering everything that's going on. And the mall is open. They've got limited, with limited access, but they are open. So you can get into the mall. And if you want to drop something off for us, just go to the site. It's right across from the food court. There's a big bin there, and you can put it in there. And
it's a struggle right now because we never know if we're blue, red, or purple from 1 week to the next. When it comes to
shopping so much,
Yeah.
And
This is going to be crunch time for that too. The virus is, wintertime is bad. People are indoors. I'm hoping that, our numbers aren't going to spike anymore, but we're going to do our best in what we have to do. So yeah, it's like you make your best out of the 55 minutes of the hour that you're laying. You just do what you can do.
Still.
Yeah. So,
So
we asked people to donate, and we've got information at the mall, and you've got it up on the website for coming to our website, Seroptimus Community Christmas, not Seroptimus, Community Christmas Tree on Facebook. We've got the GoFundMe. And, so anything you can do would be great. And we've also posted our P.O. box. If you want to do snail mail and just send a check, that's wonderful too. So
I wanted to ask you about the GoFundMe and the Vintage Fair Mall, because Vintage Fair Mall, the drop off there, is that just clothes only? And then sub question to that, just clothes and only new clothes, or is that drop off bin for anything as long as it's new?
it's for anything as long as it's new.
Okay.
Okay. So new toys,
New clothing, new toys.
shoes,
Yes. Anything
new
you want
books,
to donate,
new
you
things.
can put in there, but we cannot take anything used.
Okay. Okay.
The whole program for 36 years, this has been always new clothing for the kids. So, and for our kids, historically, these are kids that don't get anything new.
Right.
They rarely do. So we just really want to give them, something that's new, that's theirs. It's not a hand me down. It's not from a thrift shop. It's new, and it's for them. And in the past, a lot of kids really felt so much better about what they received that they were more excited to go to school. Well, school is an interesting issue right now, but I've got a lot of my little students that are patients that are in hybrid, situations where they're going to school a couple of days and staying home and doing, virtual learning for a few days. And, most of these kids are really adaptable. They're really adaptable. They miss their friends, but they're doing what they have to do. And it really is, it's wonderful.
You
It
talk
really
about
is.
these kids, and they're getting these things, and you said, and by the way, I personally agree. I think that there's a time for donated and secondhand, and there's a time for new, and the standard here is new, so we go new, and I think that that's the right way to go.
Absolutely.
And I think even further to that, when you talk about how these kids are resourceful and they adjust and they adapt, we're talking about kids that are already in crisis mode. They've already learned how to adapt and how to adjust to scenarios that normal people wouldn't have to think through. So, like, a brand new pair of shoes isn't a stretch.
No, not at all. This is something that's really, really appreciated. The families so appreciate this program that many of them, write us notes and letters and things like that afterwards. We see, a story I remember from a few years ago, and when, of course, times were, a little bit better, and some of the kids requested musical instruments, and one little boy requested a violin. And do you remember this story? It's so awesome.
Jacob Haas is the one that donated that.
The teacher comes in to pick up stuff at our wrap room, and she sees this violin case right by her box. She starts crying. And I said, "Are you okay?" She goes, "I know who this is for. You have no idea."
Oh.
And she floated out of there with that thing. And we were all in tears. I mean,
can I tell you a story really about special. That? Because the gentleman that donated that violin is named Jacob Haas. And Madden, I don't know if you remember when we went on the air with that.
Yes.
He got a hold of us.
Yeah, he called us immediately. Yeah.
That violin that he donated for him personally, there's another story to this too that a lot of people don't know. When he called up and did that, something kind of triggered him. Like he had this inner poet in him that he didn't really know about. And he kind of became emboldened, and he kind of got a voice from it. And he was a part of the Valley Talent Project a couple of years ago because we made that connection, and he got involved with the tree, and then he got involved and found his voice. It all spiraled from there.
It's amazing. And I'll tell you, this event benefits these children and their families primarily, but it also benefits the people that give. There's something about paying it forward. There's something about doing it at the holidays. And when you know that you're giving to a family that's much more in need than you are, And of course, this year is, it's special.
Yeah.
But, we still have, many of us still have a comfortable place to be. And, there are so many people that don't right now. And, your help, it means so much to these families. It really, truly does. And the kids are asking for just things that we take for granted. We talk about this in the past. They're asking for underwear. They're asking for a coat, a pair of shoes. Some of them are asking for a bicycle. And this year, that's going to be a stretch. But, to give these kids warm clothing and a toy or something that they can play with, it means a lot. And especially this year when everybody's sacrificing, everybody's giving up a little bit. And when you think about how much you're giving up and you kind of get down, just stop and think about the people that are living this all the time. Not just this year.
I'm doing my broadcast this morning from my garage with a space heater. And we're sitting here begging, please buy a kid a coat. Like, this is a first world problem and we just need to get a kid a coat,
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, just so true. And hello.
Oh, can I answer it? Let me answer it.
No,
I'll get it.
We'll just pick it up and put it down.
Put him on speakerphone. We'll have a whole conversation.
But it is. Everybody's making the best of what they have. And there are many that are blessed that, we're all giving things up, but some of us are giving things up that are extras, and we're helping people that live this life and don't have those extras all the time. So just remember that when you feel like you're having a hard time, that you're helping people that live that way normally. That's their norm.
That's their jam in February, the same as it is in July, September.
Every year. So, just reach down to your heart and give a little, because it really feels good. It really feels good.
Not to make excuses, Madden, and you know this because you said your father also had this condition, but I had this traumatic detached retina. So when I reach down, I can only lift about 30 pounds. Doctor's orders. Gonna need other people to go ahead and do the heavy lifting for me this year,
yeah. And let me tell you, this kind of giving doesn't take heavy lifting at all. You can do it.
Well, thank you for coming on, and thank you for doing this every year, Joanne. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we really hope it's success. We have all the information at khop.com.
That includes GoFundMe, right? As well.
Yes, GoFundMe. The Vintage Fair Mall is helping us out again. We love them.
So
there's the bin. Now, you said the bin is upstairs where the kiosk used to be, right in front of. Is that Macy's?
No, that used to be Forever 21, and I think it's becoming a furniture store. It's across from the food court.
Can we side question here? Can we please talk to the mall? If there's, I know that the goal is to get anchor stores filled, right?
Yes.
But until there are anchor stores in there, can we talk to the mall about doing some like indoor hockey or soccer or like a really high peak or some laser tag?
I'm sure the insurance on that is spectacular.
I'll sign a waiver.
It's not my arena. Okay.
I'm just saying, people, Joanne.
Don't answer any of his questions, Joanne.
You're a mover and a shaker. You know people.
And you reach more people than I do.
Sir, optimist. Be optimistic about this. You can do this.
All right, you guys. khop.com has all of the information. Thank you so much, Joanne. Thank you, Vintage Fair Mall. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.